want to know who you are. You won't tell me your name. You won't tell me if you're bonded. You're a public official. Are you bonded?
Mr. Durham, I'm not going through it. Mr. Durham, I'm not going through that.
You got to give me your bonding information, name, address, and your policy number so I can make sure you're adequately insured. I'm not driving ever again in life. I travel, so I don't need a license to travel. Are you honoring your oath, sir?
I don't know what the purpose. I'm not here to answer your questions. I can tell you that, Mr. Durham, as far as regarding questions that don't have anything to do with.
All right, everyone. Today we're jumping headfirst into the bizarre universe of sovereign citizens, and trust me, this one is a full-blown nutcase who absolutely refuses to stop talking. He's in court thanks to the usual sovereign citizen nonsense of I'm traveling, not driving, as if that magically makes him exempt from needing a driver's license like the rest of normal people. And honestly, it's wild that anyone still thinks this argument works when the law clearly states that operating a motor vehicle requires a license, so we're really living in a strange world. But let me know what you all think about how this judge deals with this ridiculous behavior because, to be fair, plenty of judges don't handle these situations very well. And if you enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that said, let's jump right into this absolute clown show.
State your full name, Mr. Durham.
Renzo of the family Durham.
Sure. For waive formal reading and plea of not guilty. Mr. Durham, the court scheduling a pretrial date on this matter via Zoom. You must attend February the 27th, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. Understood?
I hear you.
And this is a very serious non-assaultive allegation, Mr. Durham, and the court has concerns that you missed a court date on this matter, as well as two other matters that we're about to handle. And your capious history, Mr. Durham, tells the court you do not listen to the court as ordered to appear, and that's concerning where if the court were to release you on another personal bond, sir, you treat it as you have in the past and disregard court's orders and simply not appear. And that's unacceptable, Mr. Durham. You must appear as ordered. So the court, based on your capious history, take into consideration the information presented by counsel, including that limit to employment status as relates to the ability to post bond, the nature of the charge, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report, is setting, based on your capious history, is going to continue the bond set by Judge Bryant of 110%. Is that an affordable bond?
It's not.
Okay, so on that matter, the court is setting an unaffordable bond redetermination hearing. During this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and you are not to drive any motor vehicle unless you have a valid driver's license. Is that understood?
I don't drive, Your Honor. I travel. I'm not driving ever again in life. I travel, so I don't need a license to travel.
Well, yes, you do, Mr. Durham. There's no traveling behind a motor vehicle. I'm not arguing with you, Mr. Durham. Excuse me?
I've already read the Supreme Court case law. I have a right to travel, sir.
Okay, well, I have a right to impose bond and conditions of bond, Mr. Durham, and I'm telling you, whether you call it traveling or driving, there's to be none of that behind a motor vehicle. You're not to travel if you're operating a motor vehicle or drive. No driving or operating of a motor vehicle, regardless of what you call it. Understood, Mr. Durham? No driving or traveling if you're the operator. Is that clear? And you're not to leave the state of Michigan. Is that understood?
I heard you.
Did you notice how this sovereign citizen said I heard you instead of I understand? That's not accidental at all, it's straight out of their weird playbook, because they genuinely believe that refusing to say I understand creates some magical loophole that lets them appeal later, as if the judge's ruling won't count unless they verbally acknowledge it. And it's honestly insane how much energy they spend trying to dodge the most basic parts of the law when everything is clearly written in plain black and white. Understanding isn't some secret contract trap, it's just basic courtesy, and at this point I really don't know how we get these sovereign citizens to actually follow the law because they just keep multiplying over time, and aside from possibly harsher laws, I have no idea what it would take, but anyway, let's jump back into it.
And that's no driving, period. That's regardless of your license status. There's to be absolutely no driving. Or traveling. Okay, I said no traveling either.
Driving is up.
No traveling. Just put that as a no traveling.
But that means I can't even go to court if I can't travel. I can't leave my house.
It's via Zoom. It's via Zoom. It's via Zoom. No traveling. The court dates are via Zoom. No traveling unless court ordered.
That's a violation of my rights. And I will appeal this in a higher court.
Did you want to address this traveling? Counsel,
I'm sorry.
did you want to address his argument that he can't, that he can travel?
He's going to comply with court orders.
And that means no driving and no traveling. Is that correct, counsel? No traveling
Um,
unless court ordered. Yes, I can't leave the state of Michigan, and he cannot. Would he drive or travel? Which my understanding is him operating any motor vehicles. That understood? Thank you. Okay, Mr. Durham, this is a very serious allegations. Again, you have a capious history on this matter. The bond was set by the judge when you failed to appear. You have a number of capious histories on this matter. It looks like you were originally given a personal bond, then you failed to appear on about September 1st of 2022, given a 10,000 cash surety, and then you failed to appear again December 14th of 2022, and then a judge will give you another 10,000 cash surety. I, as a magistrate, as counsel stated, have no. One moment, I'll let you address the court. One moment, Mr. Durham. Have no authority to amend the capious bond as set by the judge for your failure to appear. So for that reason, the bond is going to be continued as set by the judge of December 14, 2022 in the amount of $10,000 cash surety. During this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. No driving, no traveling unless court ordered. You will be fit with the GPS tether under house arrest if you're able to make bond. And no use of any alcohol or illegal controlled substance. Is there anything further, counsel?
I would respectfully ask the court to reconsider the GPS tether, Your Honor.
He's missed court in every matter before the court this morning, so no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I haven't.
Anything?
I done came to court a couple times on Zoom, on a tether. I done been to court.
But not all of the times it does not appear, Mr. Durham. It looks like you've missed court more than once on that matter that we just handled. Anything else on this matter, counsel?
On account of the county jail. I missed court on account of the county jail. They wouldn't take me to court. I missed court because of the county jail would not take me to court. That's not my fault.
Of course, it's never his responsibility. Nothing ever is with sovereign citizens. That's just how it always goes. It's constant blame, 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 like they're living in some alternate universe where accountability simply doesn't exist, going on about how the courts have no jurisdiction and insisting they haven't violated any laws, yet somehow they always end up locked up anyway, which is pretty ironic, because their reasoning is a complete joke and watching it is like seeing someone argue. With gravity, it's never going to work, but they keep trying regardless. His bond is actually pretty low and it doesn't look like he can even afford that, so I'm not sure he'll be getting out anytime soon, and honestly some time in jail to reflect might actually do him some good, because it's hard to believe someone just wakes up one day and decides to become a sovereign citizen, and it really feels like this kind of online content targets vulnerable people, but let's see how this whole thing ends.
And Mr. Durham, the court has the same concerns, sir, that you've had a capious on this matter as well as the matters before the court previously, and that demonstrates to the court that you failed to appear as ordered, and that's concerning regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter. It looks like you're on a personal bond by the Honorable Magistrate Ramsey Heath, where you failed to appear on or about December 14, 2022, and a bond was issued at 10,000 cash surety. I, as a magistrate, have no authority to change that bond as set by the judge. So the bond is going to be continued, taking into consideration any employment status presented by counsel as it relates to ability to post bond, as well as your capious history. During this bond, no use of alcohol, no illegal controlled substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. If you're able to make bond, you will be under house arrest, fit with a GPS tether prior to release. There's to be no driving and no traveling unless court ordered. Okay, any questions or statements, Mr. Durham? You are being recorded. Anything you say can and will be used against you. And on that matter as well, you're getting an unaffordable bond redetermination hearing on January the 19th, 2023. Judge Sabri at the 36th District Court via Zoom. Do you have any questions or statements, Mr. Durham?
Yes, I do. This question is to
Go
you,
ahead.
the magistrate. Are you honoring your oath?
Before you say anything,
This is your turn.
everything you say right now kind of will be live. We're on YouTube. Please do not say anything right here. I don't like to actually, because I try to protect you, okay?
That was your attorney speaking and giving you advice.
Are you honoring your oath, sir?
I don't know what type of question that is, Mr. Durham.
Wow, this guy seriously has zero embarrassment. His own lawyer warned him outright and he still went ahead and asked that absurd question like it was going to change anything at all. And honestly, it feels like there should be a special law just for sovereign citizens where the moment they start reciting their nonsense script they automatically get a week in jail to sit and think about their life decisions or something. Because can you even imagine how much court time would be saved if that actually existed? So let me know what you all think in the comments. Would that be too extreme or would it actually work? And with that said, let's jump back in and watch how these final few minutes play out.
Your counsel has indicated you have a right to remain.
Now you don't know what it means. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, didn't you? Are you honoring
I don't
your
know
oath?
what the purpose. I don't know what the purpose. I'm not here to answer your questions. I can tell you that, Mr. Durham, as far as regarding questions that don't have anything to do with the arraignment. I'm not here to just answer random general questions that have nothing to do with your arraignment, Mr. Durham. So if you have any questions regarding your arraignment or your court date, you can please let me know.
I want to know who you are. You won't tell me your name. You won't tell me if you're bonded. You're a public official. Are you bonded? Are you
Mr. Durham, I'm
bonded?
not going through. Mr. Durham, I'm not going through that. The
So you're
nature
not
of my
bonded.
employment.
You got to give me your bonding information, name, address, and your policy number so I can make sure you're adequately insured. Just in case you want to violate my rights, I got to make sure you're adequately insured. Are you a public official and are you insured?
My name is Chief Magistrate Winfrey Prepare. I've answered that question regarding binding, Mr. Durham. That's not something that's going to be addressed today.
So you're not going to put that on the record.
I'm just not entertaining a question that makes no sense during the arraignment, sir.
It makes no sense to ask you if you're bonded. And what's your bonding
If
information?
this
That
makes
don't
you
make no
happy,
sense.
Mr. Durham. I'm bonded if that makes you happy, Mr. Durham. I do have a valid, as indicated by statute. Mr. Durham, I'm not getting back and forth. Counsel, do you have anything further with Mr. Durham?
How about the number of the bonding company? Can I have any of that so I can contact them? I got to be able to contact them.
No, Mr. Durham, I'm not. I gave you, I let you know I was bonded. My name is Chief Magistrate Cleric at the 36th District Court. That's the information. Okay, Counsel, we can try anything further. Mr. Durham, I've said more than once, we're not going through that here today on the record. So, Mr. Durham, if you have any questions about your arraignment or court date, otherwise, we're through with the arraignment. Counsel, do you have anything further?
To give me the name of the bonding company.
Unless you have anything else, Mr. Durham, we're through with the arraignment.
Amazing.
It honestly looked like
That's
the
no
sovereign
driving,
citizen
period.
walked away in
That's
tears.
regardless
So
of
let
your
me know if
license
you
status.
noticed
There
it
could
too,
be
because I
absolutely
swear
no
he seemed
driving.
like he was on the verge of breaking down right
Or
there in the
traveling.
courtroom. And seriously, I
Okay,
actually
so no
enjoyed this
traveling.
hearing
Okay.
since we don't often see judges who know how to properly deal with sovereign
Driving is
citizens.
up-
No
Most of the
traveling.
time they let
Put
them
that as
ramble
a
endlessly, but this judge really knew how to shut it down without getting
That
dragged into the
means I can't even
nonsense,
go to court
almost
if I
like
can't
watching
travel. I can't leave my
Master at
via
work,
Zoom.
though I do have
It's
to
via
ask you
Zoom.
all what you think this
It's
sovereign
via Zoom.
citizen
No
believes he's going to
traveling.
gain by
The
asking
court
whether
dates
the
are
judge
via
is
Zoom.
bonded. Because
No
does he
traveling
really think
unless
that's
court
somehow
ordered.
going to get him out of jail?
Violation
Since
of
it's
my
honestly mind-blowing
I
how deep
will
into the
appeal this in a
conspiracy
higher
rabbit
court.
hole these guys go.
Did you
And
want to
anyway,
address
if
this
you enjoyed the video
traveling?
and want to see more, make sure to like and
Counsel?
subscribe. And I
Did you want to
genuinely want to
address
hear your
his
thoughts on this hearing
argument
because
that he
judges who
can't-
handle things
that he can travel?
this well are pretty rare, so I really appreciate all your support. Thank you
That
so
means
much
no
for
driving
watching
and
and
no
take
traveling.
care.
Is that correct?